It's an NBA Monday night brought to you by ESPN on EA Sports as we get set for the Timberwolves looking for a key road win against the Boston Celtics. All right, as this game gets underway, what is the key to success for Boston tonight?
We shouldn't call it the lottery. We should just call it the loser bunch. That's what these teams are. They're losers. They've lost for a long time. That's why they're there. How are they going to get out from being losers to non-losers? You got to do something different. You got to change personnel, you got to change coaches, or you got to change your habits. The hardest one to do is change your habits. But that's exactly what I'd be looking for if I was this team.
It's been a rough couple of years for the T-Wolves, Jeff, but they've got some fine young talent, including Andrew Wiggins, who at times last year showed why he deserved Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely. In the trade for Kevin Love, they nabbed Andrew Wiggins, and he had a spectacular first year for the Timberwolves. His strength and athleticism in transition was a sight to behold, and they're going to be building around Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice touch at the basket. To the rim, and Jared Sullinger with the bucket.
Sometimes the simplest plays are the hardest ones to execute. Good layup.
Rubio as the double team close in. Strong finish at the rim. 2 points. Thomas bringing it up. Sullinger's looking to operate from down low. Bradley the jumper. The Celtics with the offensive rebound for another possession. And David Lee with a nice shot for 2. One of the fun parts about watching Rubio, Jeff, he seems to take such joy in playing, such joy in finding the open teammate.
And when a player plays with that level of joy to try to help others be successful, it follows that the team is going to have great offensive chemistry. And his team does, because he sets the tone with his passing, and then it becomes contagious. If Rubio's always going to make the extra pass, so too will his teammates.
And Ricky Rubio with a nice play.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
Sullinger fires away, and Jared Sullinger with a 2-pointer.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it even against the best defense.
The Timberwolves with their first 3 of the night.
That's efficient offense, generating a corner 3-point make.
Bradley against Anthony Towns. Boston's leading Minnesota by a score of 10-9. Puts it home with a slam.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
Tough to make your mark in the league when your name is Isaiah Thomas and you follow the Hall of Famer. But this young Isaiah Thomas has really started to become a nice player.
What a story. Last pick of the 2nd round by the Sacramento Kings, and then able to get on the floor and produce. Most 2nd-round picks don't make it in the NBA, and certainly don't carve out a rotational role like Thomas has in his first couple.
It's good, and the foul. Block called against Lee. And Ricky Rubio will go to the line looking to complete the 3-point play.
You earned it. Take the hit, take the blow, finish the play.
Thomas set to bring it up. Fires for 3 from the corner. And Avery Bradley with a nice look from downtown. He's averaging 15 points per game this season. Late here in the opening quarter, we have a timeout.
Excellent balance, beautiful release, knocked it in.
1 minute remaining. Blows past his man. Inside, Lee the rebound. Bradley able to knock it down. 4-point lead for Boston.
Look, you can't give up layups like that. You got to protect the basket and the paint at all costs.
David
Wiggins against Crowder. The two defenders converge to the basket. Right there, and it won't fall.
Driving the ball into the paint is the most important offensive tool in the game. He had a great look. He just missed it.
Rebound snatched by Pekovic. Gets past the defense. Nice. Just on the way to the rim. For the layup. And Avery Bradley with a nice look. Sinks it. At the buzzer. And there's the buzzer. First quarter comes to an end. The Celtics up by... Second quarter set to begin. No one comes out strong here to begin the first. What do you expect now, Jeff?
Well, both teams have to look for some sort of consistency. No consistency in their play. Up and down first quarter. Both teams close, but not well played.
And Tayshaun Prince with a jumper for three. He's got 5 points in this matchup.
And what you're seeing here is both teams being very unselfish with the basketball. The assist total in this game is remarkable for both teams.
Thomas was named after the Hall of Famer Isaiah Thomas, but it's because his dad lost a bet. His dad was a huge Laker fan and wanted the Lakers to beat the Pistons in '89. When the Pistons won, he had to name his son Isaiah Thomas, but it turned out okay.
You know, what is it about the name Isaiah Thomas that leads to great point guard play? I mean, I never want to compare guys, but the dynamic way that this young man scores the ball is reminiscent of Zeke.
Skids it down.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Oh, that's a get out of my way. I'm throwing it down.
Now that's how you finish strong at the rim. That was worth the price of admission right there.
To the basket, flips it up. Evan Turner with a nice look.
You can tell both of these teams are completely unselfish with the basketball. Look at the assist total, and you can tell that both teams have learned very well that sharing is the true joy in this game.
Boston's leading Minnesota by a score of 26-24. Gets inside. Puts it up. Nice finish around the rim. He's got 6 points in this game.
This first half action is what every basketball fan loves to see, with this pair of teams determined to keep the lights flashing on the scoreboard.
Oh, he loses it. He loses control of it. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. He's certainly not the player he used to be, but having Kevin Garnett in the locker room, on the practice floor with all this young talent, that's going to be a big bonus for Minnesota, Jeff.
Kevin Garnett has often and always been lauded by his coaches as one of the best, if not the best practice player they have ever seen. You are going to feel the Kevin Garnett impact on the Minnesota Timberwolves this season.
The two defenders swarm. Wiggins for two, shoots away, gets it to go. And Andrew Wiggins with 6 points.
We're seeing a lot of offensive energy on the floor from both of these teams with terrific ball movement.
To the rim, and a foul is called. Kevin Garnett picks up his first personal of the night. And Marcus Smart will go to the line. He's shooting 70% from the line on the season.
Marcus Smart is still trying to find who he's going to be offensively. But defensively, the question has already been answered. He is going to be an elite defender. He is strong, he is smart, and he is tough. Every component you need to reach your potential at that end of the floor.
Smart coming across. Bad pass taken away there by Anthony Towns. Boston's leading Minnesota by a score of 35-29. Olynyk's looking for position in the paint. Double team closing in. Olynyk fires. Good finish inside. Blows past the defender. Sloppy ball. Oh, he gets the steal. Olynyk draws the double team, and he draws the foul. And Kelly Olynyk will go to the line for a couple of free throws.
Personal foul. Team foul number 2.
He connects on the first free throw.
Foul in the last 2 minutes.
And Kelly Olynyk with 6 points.
He was such a talented passer, as we know, Jeff. He just has a knack for finding the open man.
He does, and his teams will always play with great fluidity on the court because he sets this vital tone of give it up early. Like, it doesn't even have to be an assist pass. Sometimes he's just throwing the ball ahead to the first open man, and that leads to someone else getting an assist. So don't just quantify Rubio with his assist numbers. Appreciate his entire unselfish attitude.
Wiggins jumper. That's good for 2. Smart brings it across. Oh, excellent screen. At the rim, and Evan Turner with the bucket.
This is an absolute joke. This defense is horrible. You've got to stay between your man and the basket versus getting broken down off the dribble.
Smart against Rubio. It'll count if it goes. That's it for the first half. The Celtics up by 10. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Monday after halftime.